This is Marloomz Creations, and today I'm going to show you how to create this autism awareness bear on your Rainbow Loom. I created this and I wanted to see if I could add a little puzzle in his belly, and this is what I came up with. And then I asked many of you on Instagram as well as Facebook which bear you liked the best, and you guys all said the one with the multicolored. The only thing is that when I made this one, I'm not too fond of the yellow. I feel like it blends in with the white and you can't see the puzzle. It's your choice as I go with you along with the tutorial. If you choose to make a multicolored puzzle piece for his tummy, you can do that. I do like, however, how the jelly blue pops out more and looks like a puzzle piece. The only tip I'm going to give you is that if you make the multicolored puzzle piece, I suggest that if you do use yellow, because that's the colors of the autism puzzle as well as green, that either you change it to yellow to green or you place the yellow in the middle row. That way this color that's supposed to be here, maybe a blue here and a dark color here, and then the yellow should be in the middle. That way it doesn't blend in with the white. So let's try that today. I will make the multicolored puzzle piece with you today, so sorry for talking so much. Let me tell you what you're going to need for today. So you're going to need blue for lighted up blue. That's why I made the blue bear. And I did not count how many, and I apologize. So when I do the tutorial, I can always count later and then add it as a comment. I just put a ton of blue bands in a little container. And obviously you're going to need white bands, and then a whole bunch of multicolored. I did yellow, dark blue, light blue, and red. If you want to add green, you can do that too. And you're going to need either 2 small black pony beads for his eyes, and I just put a single blue band in each bead. And then for his nose, I added a small pony bead, a blue one. And if you want the nose to be a different color, you can. I just wanted the bear to be all blue. If you do not own pony beads, that's okay. I will show you what to do in place of pony beads. And that's basically what you're going to need for today. So you're going to need white bands, a light blue, and then all the colors for the puzzle piece. So let's get started. And the first thing that I'm going to do with you is let's make the bear's legs. So you're going to grab your blue bands, and for the legs I'm going to make it thicker, so I use 3 at a time. And you're going to take 3 bands and you're going to place it on your loom, anywhere, it doesn't matter, using 3 at a time, and you're going to go down 4 times. And then on the 4th, you're going to take a single band and wrap it around 3 times, and then another single and wrap it around 3 times. So we're placing 2 capping bands so that the foot looks a little chunkier. And then you're going to loop that. So you're going to take your hook and push back all the capping, bring the 3 bands up, and place it to the peg above, and then just loop normally as you would. And that would be one of your bear's legs. And you're going to do that again to make the other one. And I have not prepared extra, so I'll just do it with you. So you go down 4 times using 3 bands at a time. And then you take a single, wrap it around 3 times, and then another single and wrap it around 3 times. And then you're going to grab that, place all the capping bands back, bring the bottom 3 forward, and just loop. And then you can remove that. And you can take this off slowly, and you can place it to the side. And now, if you want to do the arms ahead of time, you can do that too. For the arms, I placed 3 bands as well to make it look thicker. And there is no special order. I just chose 3 random colors. So you can do blue, yellow, red. just like that. It doesn't really matter. You choose 3 random colors. If you want to add green, you can do that too. And then again, I'll do red. I'm not doing light blue though, because the light blue will blend in with his hand, so I just made sure not to use a light blue. Red, yellow, and dark blue. And then once you have done that, then you're going to take 3 light blues and place it here. And then another 3 light blues and place it here. So this is what it looks like so far. And then we're going to take a single band and wrap it around 3 times only. And then another single and wrap it around 3 times again. And then you're going to take the caps, push them back, grab the bottom 3 blue bands, bring them forward. And the same here. You don't have to add the multicolored. If you want your bear's arms to just be all blue, you can do that too. And you can just take it off, and we will do that again. So you're just going to choose 3 random colors. Doesn't matter. And then after you've done that twice, you're going to pick 3 blue bands that are light blue, place it here, and another 3, and then a single wrapped around 3 times, and then another single wrapped around 3 times. And then once you've done that, again, just push back the cap, loop the bottom 3, and just loop it forward. And so now we have made the bear's arms and legs, and you can place this to the side. So that's what you should have made so far, these 4 pieces. And now we can begin with our bear. So make sure you have your white bands available, and if you're not using pony beads, then you're going to make sure you have 2 black bands available. And for the nose, mine is a light blue. You want the blue to be a different color than your bear. You can choose a lighter shade. So the first step is we're going to make the bear's head now, the next step actually. And you're going to take 2 bands, start from the top, make sure your middle row is above the other 2, and you're going to place it from here to here. And then you're going to go down. I'm going to do it here too. One, 2, 3, 4, and on the 5th one we turn in. So the same on this side. On the 5th one we're turning in. And if you can't see, I will show you. This is what it looks like so far. And then just fill in the middle. Now you're going to switch to 2 white bands and place it here. So if I went too fast, what we did is we added 2 bands here, 2 blue bands here, and then on this one we added 2 white. And that's where his nose will be. And it will go across like that. And then back to 2 blues and place it on the last peg right there. Now you're going to switch to your, still using your blues. You're going to make the neck of the bear. Now we're going to switch to white bands. And you're going to grab 2 white bands and go to the left and to the right. And then you're going to go down 1 on here and 1 on here. And now the middle is where we're going to add the puzzle piece. If you want your puzzle piece to be just this shade of blue, so it can stand out like that, wherever I tell you to add a colored piece, you're just going to add your dark solid color. Otherwise, you can just follow the tutorial. So I'm going to try something different, and I'm going to now add yellow in the middle. And we're going to go down 4 times using colors. So we can use yellow, red, dark blue, and maybe we'll do yellow again. I'll change it up because the first time I did yellow on the outside. And actually, no, take this one off because that one's going to touch a white and we want it to blend in. So maybe we'll just switch back to another red or something. Again, if you want to use green, you can do green. And now we're going to add 2 colors here. So I'm going to, let me just get all my colors. I'm going to use a light blue on this side. And a dark blue, 2 dark blues on this side. And so we added colors 1, 2, 3, 4 in the middle and on the side. And then we're going to now switch to white bands. Place 2 white here and 2 white here. And then we're going to place 2 colors on this side. Again, it's whatever you want to choose. I am not going to put yellow on the outside because I just feel like it doesn't blend in good. I'm going to choose a dark blue and a light blue. I should have grabbed some green to see what that would look like. And then after that, we're going to then take 2 white bands again, place it here in the middle, and place it here. So this is what yours should look like so far, a little different with different colors. It's okay. And now take 2 white bands, and from this middle peg, you're going to place it there. And again, from the middle peg to the outer peg, like that. And now what we're going to do is we're going to add the outside that makes the white on the outside of his belly. So you're just going to grab your white bands and place these to the side. And I'm going to grab 2 white bands and place it over this peg. If you want to push down the other bands, you can do that now. It'll make it easier when it's time to loop. 2 more bands, place it over here. 2 bands over here. 2 here. And 2 here. And the same on this side. Go down from here to here with white bands. White. And then take another 2 single white bands like this and wrap it around this peg only 3 times. And the same here, only 3 times. And then grab a few single white bands too, and we're going to make triangle bands. So take a single and place it from here to here. On those 3, and then on these 3. On these, and on these. And then we can loop them. What you're going to do is you're going to take your hook, reach in where we place that capping, and you're only grabbing the top 2 white bands. Do not grab any of the ones on the bottom. So it's the next set right here, and you're going to loop that forward. You can push the triangle bands down so it makes it easier to loop. Again, we're reaching in here, take this triangle band, push it back, grab the next set of 2 white bands. It should be easy because there is no other color except for the blue. Bring the white forward to the peg above. Again, here's that triangle band. Make sure you push that back. Reach in for the the top 2 white bands, because there is a set of white on the bottom, so it's the top 2. Bring it forward, reach in here for the top 2 white bands, loop that forward, and the same here, and loop it forward. Same thing on this side. We're going to reach in where the cap is, bring the top 2 white bands forward, make sure you push the triangle band back, grab the 2 white bands, loop it forward, same here. So we're just grabbing the white bands and looping them forward. And that's what yours should look like so far. They should all have that teardrop shape. And now what you're going to do is you're going to put your thumb on this peg so it doesn't pop off. And you're going to take this right here, this part, and you're going to pop it off. And so the triangle, this loop right here, the triangle band should be out on the outside. The same with this one. Pop it off, place it on the outside. So it's just the white part you're pulling, just the white part. And same here. And if yours looks like that, fix it so it has the shape of a triangle. Same on this one. Just hold it so it doesn't pop off. Take this white part, which is right here, pinch it, pull it to the outside part. Pinch this, pull it to the out. Same here, and same here. You're not taking this off, and you're not taking this off. And see how mine went above? You're going to fix that and make it a triangle. Now, you can grab your bear's arms, and you can place it on this peg right here. And the one with the arms is the one with all the colors. And the same here, place it here. Sorry for turning my loom upside down. And then you can grab the bear's legs. Make sure you're grabbing all 3 bands on each side, so it's 3 and 3. There should be 6. And you're going to place that here. And the same here. Grab all 3 bands on both sides. Place it on this peg. What just popped off? I lost the band. And then we are going to make the bear's little cheeks. You can either use your loom or you can use the hook. I'll show you on the loom. You're just going to, actually I'll show you on the hook. Take a band and wrap it around your hook 4 times. I'm sorry, just 3 times. So 3 times. Take 2 more bands. Transfer these by pulling them up and over onto 2 bands. And then take your hook and grab that other loop. Grab another 2 bands and pull them through. And there's 1 cheek. And we're going to do that again. Take 1 loop, wrap it around your hook only 3 times. Take 2 more bands. Transfer these onto those bands. Take the hook and pull it through. Grab another 2. Pull it through and loop it. And now you're going to take one of them and place it on this hook right here, on this peg right here. It's a 1, 2, 3, the 4th from the top. And you're going to place it here, and then this one goes here. And then you take your hook and you place it through those 3 loops that we just wrapped around 3 times, and you're going to bring it to the peg above. Like that. And the same on this side. Take your hook, go through the 3 loops, and place that loop on the peg above. And there's your cheek. You're going to grab a single band before we forget and place it like a triangle on these 3 pegs, like that. And now we're going to add the eyes. I am going to be using beads. I like beads on my figures, but if you don't have, I'm going to show you what to do. So we're going to grab a black band, wrap it around 4 times, and then you're going to grab a single blue band and you're going to transfer the black band onto onto that. And once you've done that, you're going to take this loop and twist it and put your hook through it. And again, take your hook, put it through the loop, twist, and put the hook through it again. And that's one of your bear's eyes. And we'll do that again. Take a single black band, wrap it around 4 times. Then take a single blue band, transfer the black onto that single band. Take this loop, twist, put the hook through the twist. The same with this one. You put the loop through the hook, twist, and put it through. And there's your bear's eyes. And then you're going to grab a single blue band again. And you're going to transfer all of this onto that single band. Make sure you grabbed it all. So that's one. And here's the other. And then that would go on these 2 pegs right here. And you would separate the eyes. And then you would take your hook and separate the band that's in the middle and place one of the loops above on the peg above. And it looks funky now, but when it's looped, it looks a little better. So that would be your bear's eyes, but I like to use beads. So for the beads, I'll show you that in a second. Let me show you the nose. The nose is almost the same concept. You're going to use a light blue. I don't have light blue with me right now, but take a light blue, wrap it around 4 times. So this is for your nose. Then take another blue band, twist it around itself. You're transferring all of this on that twisted band. And if you know how to do this already, and you can fast forward this part, then take your hook, put it through that loop. That's your bear's nose. And then you're taking yet another single blue band and you're pulling it through like that. And then that would go here on these 2 pegs, which is the 3rd from the top, and that's your bear's nose. Again, I'm using just the bead on a single band, and I'm placing it here. It just makes it easier. And then as far as the eyes, once you have put your tiny pony bead through the band, you're going to take your hook, twist, put it through here, place this here, twist again. Same here. Take the loop, twist, put the hook through, take that loop, put it through the hook, twist the band, put the hook back through. And then again, a single band, and you're bringing that on. Pull it through and transfer it, and the same with these. And this set goes on these 2 bands, on these 2 pegs, and then I separate it and take your hook, go through the middle, grab the top loop, the top band, and place it on the peg above. And that's your bear's eyes. And then we can, let's make the bear's ears. You take a single band, wrap it around 4 times. If you want to use the bottom of your loom, you can. It can make it easier. Just take 2 bands, put it here, and wrap a single around 4 times. Again, take 2 bands, put it over here, and wrap a single band around that peg 4 times. And then you just loop. You take the cap, pull it back, and just loop that forward. And that's your bear's ears. And then just remove it. And you're going to place that on this very first peg on the left, and the same on the right. So we have our cheeks, our eyes, nose, and we're ready to loop. So you're going to reach in where his leg is, and you're going to be pushing back the leg and this extension. You don't want to grab this. So you're going to push back the extension. Make sure you're pushing back the entire extension and the leg, and then grabbing the next set of 2 white bands. So be really careful. And you know you grab the right set because it should be this one right here. So I'm going to pull it up, and see how it's being pulled? I grab the right pair. The same on this side. I'm going to reach in and push back the legs, and you can see which one you want to grab by going like that with your finger if you want. So I'm going to push back the leg and the extension. This is hard to do, so I'm going to work upside down for a second. So here I am, and I'm grabbing this one. You have to make sure that you grabbed the right set of white bands, and you'll know because when you pull on it, it should be pulling on these two in the middle, and you bring that to there. And now the only thing that should be left is the extension and then this set on the bottom. The bottom is the one we're grabbing next on both sides. So I'm going to reach in again, push back this extension and the blue, and just grab the bottom two white bands, and I'm bringing that forward. And the same here, reach in, just grab the remaining white bands and bring that forward. Reach in here, push back everything except for the bottom two white bands and loop that forward. Same here, grab these two blue bands, loop it forward. This is just easy because you can see the colors. Just make sure that when you're looping that you remember to push back this triangle band. You want to push the triangle band back and then grab the bands. Again, here's the red, loop that forward, push and grab. Same here, the middle, push this, grab the two blue, and the same here. Now we want the puzzle piece to look a certain way, so what we're going to do is we're going to loop the middle first all the way. So loop the middle first, then take this band, push it back, grab the bottom white, loop forward, same here, loop forward, reach in here and grab the bottom two white bands, and you're looping that to the middle, and these are looped to the middle. Then you're going to push back all these bands. It's very thick, and you're going to be grabbing this light blue band, the neck band. So push back everything except for the light blue bands. I'm having some resistance because it's tight. I don't want it to rip, so I'm going to take my hook, put it inside the peg, and go around in a circular motion. And now I have released the tension. Now we're grabbing the top two blue bands. Make sure you're just grabbing the top two, and mine are going forward. If yours go to the left or to the right, that's okay. Just make sure they go where they belong. I'm grabbing the next top two, and for me, they're going to the left. Again, if they go to the right, that's okay. And then the final one. Oops. Mine popped off, so I'm just going to put it back on. Okay, now we're going to loop the middle, and you can push the nose through. If you have bands, you can do the same. Grab this blue band and loop it forward, and here's the eye band right here, this little band. So you're going to push that, make sure you avoid that band, and grab the bottom blue and bring that forward. Sorry for that. Now reach in here, and this is very thick because we have the cheek extension, but we're aiming for this bottom blue band. So you push back all these bands and just grab the bottom two blue. Again, if you feel like it's tight and it's going to pop, you make a circular motion with your hook, and then it releases it. Same here. Grab just the bottom two blue, loop it forward, reach in here, push back every band except for the bottom blue, two blue, bring that forward. And the same here. Bring these forward. There's that little eye band right here. It might be hard to see. You want to make sure you push that back right here. You push it back and then grab the two blue bands, because if you miss that, your eye will come off when you loom it. Here's that little single eye band, pushing that back, grab the two blue, move it forward. And then the same here, push back the ears, grab the bottom blue, bring it to the middle, and the same here. And then you take your hook, and you can make the loop that's for the charm any color you want. I'm just going to use the same color as the bear, and I'm going to use 3 only because I plan to put them on a hook and I don't want them falling off. So you take a band and you bring it through, and then you take both loops and put it on top of your hook, and then you take the top set of bands and bring it over, and there is your slip knot. And then you can just, something went wrong here, you can just pull. And then we are ready to remove our little bear from the loom. I'm going to use the back of my hook and just take him off peg by peg because I don't want to rip any of the bands. Now, your bands might look stretched for a little while. The bands do settle. So we have to fix them because he looks a little crazy. And I'm going to bring his eye through and then pop his nose through. Then I'm going to take his ear, pull it to the left and to the right. And that band over there is bothering me. It's a little too loose. I'm going to pull in the front and even it out. And then these 3 bands, if you chose 1 or 2, you can hide it through the back. I keep them because what I do is I bought these hooks at Joann's Fabrics. They came 15 in a pack. And I take all the loops. So you take your loops and I pinch it and I put them through the hole of this hook. All 3. If you use 1, it's easier. And then I grab my finger through the bottom hole, take this loop, and I bring it through like that. And then I take this loop and put the hook through. And then there is my little charm. Again, you can adjust the bands and it's going to settle. His arms, they look funny. I'll show you what to do. There is this white band right here, these 2. There's 1, 2 here, 1, 2. It's the first set. Take the arm, put it through. The same on here. The first set of 2 white bands, don't pull them too hard, you don't want to stretch them, and pull them through. And then that's better. And if you see loose bands, again, you can just adjust it. And then that is how you make your bear with a little puzzle piece in his tummy. If you want his feet to look like feet, then you can take the bottom band and you can twist it up. You take the second set. This is the first set. You take the second set and you pull up while you push the other one. And then it looks like a little foot. The same on here. It's just adjusting little bands. So here's the one we did today. There's the puzzle piece. You can take your hook and pull on this first set so it pops out a little bit more. And I like to do that with these. I want the puzzle to be like a 3D where it pops out a little bit more. And I think that looks really nice. I'm glad that I placed the yellow in a different spot. Here's the one that everyone liked, but I didn't like that the yellow blended in with white. It looks a lot nicer in that order. And then here's the other one. So this is how it would look if you use a solid color. And I hope you enjoyed the tutorial, and this is how you make your autism awareness puzzle bear. And thank you for watching.